Welcome to this guided meditation for inner peace. If you like this meditation, don't forget to like and subscribe. So here we go. Sit comfortably or rest comfortably in a bed or a sofa. Put your phone on silent mode. Realize deeply that this is for you. The time you spend during this meditation is only for you and your highest good. Realize your intention. That intention is to connect with your fundamental peace, the peace that is your birthright. The peace you need to see clearly. The peace you need to act wisely. And the peace you need to feel compassion for yourself and others. And it's also the peace you need to heal whatever needs healing in yourself. To go through whatever change is needed to heal. Because in fundamental peace, a lot of great things can happen. A lot of healing can take place in you. So now you invite the openness to slow down. Let go of your thinking and worrying, the openness to release your doubts and fears, and receive peace and healing, and the courage to let it work on you. Take a few deep breaths. Close your eyes. Say mentally yes to the Reiki energy that's around you now. Take a few seconds and really set the intention again to really feel the sincere wish to receive fundamental peace so that you see clearly, act clearly, and can be the compassionate being you really are. And now we are going for a walk. Visualize this. You're by the side of the road. It's just a normal road, a gravel road on the countryside. And you're walking along the road. You see fields around you. There is a light breeze. The weather is mild. And there is a forest a bit further away. You continue walking along the road with no particular aim. And you realize you're open for a new direction, a new discovery, for a healing discovery, for some kind of process. So you keep following the road, but now you see there is a small path leading into the forest. You get a sudden urge to follow this small path. So you enter the forest. All is very silent. You feel the dampness of the forest and the smells of the earth. You realize the path is gone, if there ever was one. But you're not going back. Not just yet. You come this far. You abandoned the predictable road out there, and you entered a new one. So you continue. Because you feel there is an openness in this forest. It's a forest of possibilities. There is no clear path. That's why anything is possible now. So you walk through the forest in silence for a little while, just listening to the wind in the trees, feeling your feet against the ground, walking on the soft earth. Then you enter a clearing. It's like a circle with no trees and a little hill in the middle. And you go up the hill. You lie down in the grass and look up at the sky. It feels relaxing to rest there on the top of the hill, looking up at the clouds and the sky. Suddenly a bright light shoots down from the sky into your crown, into the top of your head. And you breathe in this light through the crown, through the top of your head, and you take this light down to your heart. With each in-breath, you breathe in more light from the sky, taking it through your head down to your heart. And you breathe like this for a while, lying there on top of the hill, the light entering your crown, and you breathing it through the crown down into your heart on the in-breath. So you breathe like this for a little while. On the in-breath, the light is coming down from the sky and you take it through your crown down to your heart. On the out-breath, you spread the light from your heart out into your body, filling it totally. And then the light goes on out through your body into the universe in all directions. And you know that this is the light of Reiki cleaning you, cleansing you, preparing you. Notice what you feel and experience for a few moments while you are breathing like this. Stay open to what is happening now. Realize that everything is as it should be within this now. It shouldn't really be any other way than it is. It is perfect in itself. Now you get up and you begin to go down the hill and further into the forest. There is a bridge over a creek, but you see immediately that this is not a normal bridge, because this is a bridge of pure white light. And you realize this is the bridge of healing and change. You enter the bridge of pure white light, knowing that this is Reiki energy and that you are accepting change and the openness to let new things into your life. New paths. New ways, new possibilities. And you stand at the bridge for a minute looking down into the water below. And the water below is also full of white lights, this white Reiki light. You go down the other side of the bridge. And you know that you have passed some kind of boundary now. You left one part of the forest and entered another. And you stand there looking at the creek flowing towards you. And you suddenly get the impulse to follow it, to see where it goes, to see where this flowing white light will end. And where it will lead you, where it will take you. So you begin to follow the creek downstreams. And now you walk by the side of the creek, listening to the wind, feeling the light breeze, hearing the birds. And after a while, you see a small beach, and there is a lake. And this water also looks like pure white light, just like the water in the creek you followed here. You go out to the beach and you sit there in the sand, looking out over the lake. It looks very peaceful. The water barely moves at all. It's totally still. And and you sit there by the edge of the water, looking out on this stillness, this shimmering water, this shimmering light, and you get the impulse to touch it. So you go closer to the water and you dip your hand into it. It's warm. It feels relaxing. Your hand is relaxing in that white Reiki light. So you decide to take off your shoes and just walk a little bit in the water out into the lake. So with your shoes off, barefoot, you take a few steps out in the water, into the light. And the water doesn't feel like water. It feels more alive. It feels like it has its own intelligence, its own life. It feels like it wants what's best for you right now. And you keep walking further out the lake until you start to float. And you're floating on your back, looking up at the sky. And it feels like the light is holding you, embracing you, like you're safe there in the warm lake of fundamental peace. And it's like everything you have carried in your mind up till now, in your soul and body, is now running out of your mind, soul and body and into the lake. You can almost see it happening, how this stale energy you have been carrying is floating out like a gray color into the white Reiki lights of the lake, like faint clouds, slowly dissolving and then totally disappearing. And you realize this is a cleaning process again. It's a gentle and loving and graceful cleaning process. And you take a few deep breaths, feeling the fresh energy entering you from the lake, from the white Reiki light that's holding you. On every in-breath, you breathe in the peace from the lake. You breathe in and fill your body with light and peace from the lake. And then you breathe out, releasing stale energy into the peaceful, loving, embracing lake. Into the peaceful, loving, embracing universe. So you breathe like this for a while. Breathe in, draw the peace from the lake into your body. Breathe out, release energy blocks and stale energy back into the lake, back into the universe. After a while, you realize it's time to go back to the beach. So you begin to float towards the shore. You don't have to move or swim. You just need to want to float back. And the white light of Reiki helps you get there. The white light of Reiki is carrying you to where you need to be. And you realize it's always like that. It will always be like that. The universal life force knows what's best for you in this moment. You sit down for a while there in the sand. You're not wet from the lake. You're totally dry, like it was really only light and energy there. And you suddenly realize that you light up the beach with your own light now. You see every detail around you clearer than ever. The little stones, the pebbles, the grains of sand. There is time to take in all of that, to take in everything, to see and hear everything. There is no rush at all, because you are at peace, and you realize you don't know if you've been spending a minute or an hour in this place or a day. The passing of time means nothing here. You can have been here for a second or your whole life. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know. And you realize this is what you came for, walking through the forest, over the bridge, following the creek, to clean yourself in this lake of fundamental peace. You suddenly get the impulse to drink some of this white Reiki light. So you dip your hands in the floating lights and you drink from it. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. And you feel the energy and light going into your body, filling it up, going into every cell, molecule, atom. And you stay there for a while, feeling this energy, feeling yourself opening up, tuning in to what is, tuning in to the space you cleared inside you now that you have washed away all the old energy that was there before. So you're tuning in to what can take that place. All the possibilities you have now. All the potential you have now. You realize it's time to go back to the road. You leave the lake and head back over the bridge. You go over the bridge and back to the clearing. But before you go back to the road, you climb up the hill one more time. And you lie down again and you look at the sky and how your own light makes everything around you crystal clear. The leaves, the grass, the little stones, the tree branches, and you know that you are all those things. You know all those things are you. Actually, there is no separate you. You are everything. It's time to leave the forest now. It's no problem because you know the forest and the bridge and the lake will always be there for you. You realize you can never leave them because they are in you. You have been visiting a place deep inside yourself, deep inside the universe. You get up from the hill and you start to walk through the forest back to the road. And you know that by filling yourself with fundamental peace, you have now invited change and healing, and that you are in good hands. And you know that you can trust this process, that you can't possibly understand, that is beyond your understanding, analyzing, thinking, wishing, and wanting. You leave all that behind you now. You leave all that behind you in that forest, knowing that the forest will take care of it, along with all the dead leaves, all the dead branches, and along with everything else that will transform into new life. And so you reach the road. And you stay there for a little while to let it all soak in. What you just did, the healing journey you just completed, the openness you created. And you know that you have made a healing journey and that you're ready to move on. Life has to move on. It always does. But maybe now, with greater ease, more energy, more direction. Only you will know, and only in time, if not now. And so, slowly, you invite continued insight and clarity, inspiration and self-trust, and you thank yourself for the journey, and you bring your awareness back into the room, to the chair, sofa or bed you're resting in, back into your body. And when you're ready, you can bring your consciousness to your eyes. Take a few deep breaths and come fully back. This concludes this meditation. If you want to share your experience or let me know what you think about it, please write in the comments below. Also, if you liked it, please like and subscribe. And please remember, you can come back to this meditation whenever you need. It's always here for you. The lake is always here for you, ready to bring you back to your fundamental peace whenever you need it.